I sure will. Let's go. Dude, my neck, I feel like a crack, like, I have to crack it real quick. I'm struggle bussing. Okay, anyway, Xavier. You have always held a sword. Sword. Yes. Now perhaps you can try holding a flower. Trying to get comfortable too, because my old ass, I literally ordered like a big seat cushion, not a seat cushion, but like a back support booty cushion for my desk and my couch, because my couch is like 5 years old. It's well loved, well sat in, and I'm sitting on it right now, and I'm like feel more elevated, like height wise, and it feels strange. But anyway, let's go.
Hello!
On the bustling street, a stage has been set. Colorful banners flutter in the wind, and drum beats roll like waves. I could, yeah, probably could. Below, spectators have gathered. Seemingly layered, they stare at the two fighters competing on the stage. I do want to crochet a cat bed for my kitty cat, but I haven't got to it yet. The large man on the left wields his blade. He slashes and strikes exude strength. Meanwhile, the young swordsman on the right moves with composed footwork. His sword is elegant as a flying phoenix.
As expected of Xavier. The graceful blade flash. He can hold his ground against Goldblade.
Isaiah, what are you doing here?
He's doing more than that. Xavier only used 2 techniques. Shooting Star's Mooncatch and Pine Wind Crane's Return. And now, his opponent can barely move against him.
Okay, here we go.
Come one, come all. How can we watch an exciting match without bets? I'll be the house. Who wants to participate?
I'll bet on Xavier to win!
Xavier too!
I'm betting on Xavier too!
As the crowd below eagerly places their bets, a dozen or more exchanges pass in the blink of an eye on the stage. The ceaseless clashing of blades rings in everyone's ears.
I heard that Xavier belongs to the Lanxing sect. When he was 15, he defeated 3 of the Huashan sword sect's elders with a single technique. It's called Flying Swan Snow Drink.
Whee!
At 16, he ranked first in the Sword Discourse tournament, and his name became renowned in Jianghu. Even Lanxing sect's old leader wanted to give him his position.
I don't know why it's cut off with Xianghu, but Xianghu?
The Lanxing sect. Although it has declined in recent years, it was one of the most prestigious, righteous martial arts sects 10 years ago.
It's strange. When the Lanxing sect wanted Xavier to become its next leader, he refused and even left them. What a shame.
Canon!
Who cares if he's not a sect leader? With Xavier's exceptional looks and martial skills, who wouldn't be smitten?
Smitten like a kitten? Alright, how far am I? Are we good? How does the volume for the game? Can you guys hear it? Yes, you could hear that. Excuse me, coming through. Just as I finally managed to squeeze my way up to the front of the stage, thank you, I witnessed Xavier twist his sword. He effortlessly, oh my, already starting out, deflects his opponent's mighty strike. That's me with Silas. Wow! Seeing the adoring gazes of the young women beside me, I inwardly sigh. I was only gone for a moment. He's already showing off again. At the nearby betting table, everyone has placed their money on Xavier. His opponent's side remains empty. After thinking for a moment, I take out my last remaining silver coin. I'm betting on Goldblade.
Are you sure, miss? You should take another look at the match.
No need. Oh shit. Oh shit. A steel blade suddenly falls from the sky and pierces the betting table. It's Goldblade's weapon. Oh, jealous, are we? I turn. Xavier is unhurriedly sheathing his sword, his gaze meeting mine as he reveals an ambiguous smile. The match is over. Goldblade graciously concedes and presents Xavier with a piece of jade that is said to be extremely valuable. I see the theme of everybody getting jade, and I like this. It's cute. Xavier tucks it in his robes. Into his robes. Then he turns and finds a seat at a roadside noodle shop.
Here are your noodles. Please enjoy your meal.
Nom nomin. Thank you. Wait. What are you doing? Why are you looking at me like that? Xavier pulls both bowls to a side of the table. Using his chopsticks, he taps the back of my hand.
I should be asking you that. What were you doing earlier?
Little grumpy gills.
You're my favorite junior from the sect, and yet you bet on a stranger to defeat me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm in a bad mood, so both of these bowls are mine.
Oh my goodness, he's so much like my mini-mer. I'm in a bad mood, Mom. We are never gonna be friends again. Okay, but I still love you. I love you too, Mom. I wanted to see if I could make a lot of money. I count off my fingers as I explained to him. In the past few days, you broke 5 wine jars during your sparring matches, and when you provided assistance to catch some thieves, you borrowed a fine horse from the Biaoju. Yesterday, you gave a substantial amount of silver to an old man and his grandchild, who were fleeing because of a famine, and...
You can eat your noodles. Have as much as you want.
Yeah, that's right. Xavier pushes a bowl of noodles back to me and even adds an extra spoonful of fried soybeans into it. Or to it. Switch up. That's Xavier and my toddler. Yay! Supposed to escape motherhood right now. That sounds really bad. I love being mom. Focus, Mer. Okay. The noodle shop owner approaches our table with several boxes of various sizes. There's also a stack of letters.
Young hero Xavier. Several women asked me to deliver these to you.
I don't even need to look to know that they're from Xavier's admirers. Hey, it's a callback to the other event, the anniversary. They all said I was the Empress's favorite. And you said I was your favorite junior. You like everyone, you liar. I mumble under my breath and lower my head. But I had yet to realize Xavier's hearing was excellent. He leans in.
Are you green with envy?
Just find Charlie the bread guy, dude. The only greens here are the ones in my bowl. I've got the burps, yo.
Of course you're my favorite. Why else would I treat you to noodles after you lost all your money?
After eating a few bites, I wipe my mouth and sit up. Thanks for treating me. I can't repay your kindness now, and I don't think I'll have many chances to do so in the future. If fate allows us to meet again, I'll treat you to a meal with meat.
What do you mean? Where are you going?
Oh. I pull out a confidential letter from my sleeve and give it to him. The sect leader wrote it. Our sect leader wants me to persuade you to return. 2 years have passed in vain, means I have failed to live up to the sect's expectations. According to the sect's rules, I must return to face my punishment. Since you've been so kind to me, could you lend me some silver for my journey?
Do you want to go back?
I'm only alive today because of the Langxing sect's tutelage. I can't disobey orders. Xavier's expression is impossible to read. Pressing a strange feeling in my heart, I lower my head and pretend to make a joke. Of course, it'd be perfect if you returned with me, but I guess you won't. Why did you leave the Langxing sect? No one knows why Xavier abandoned his position as the future sect leader and his promising future when he left the Langxing or Langxing sect 3 years ago. The old sect leader tried everything from gentle persuasion to forceful measures, but Xavier would not come back. Thus, this task fell to me. Well, yeah, but I mean, like Lansing. I heard it and I always forget how it's pronounced. As Xavier's junior from the sect, we have a connection, but it's not enough to make him change his mind. What's peculiar is that when I found Xavier, he didn't immediately drive me away like he did with the others, but he still refused to return. And just like that, I ended up staying by Xavier's side for some reason. I followed him as he traversed every mountain, every sea. We experienced the world as we roamed far and wide. Lanqing, thank you. Thank you! Of course, I still tried to bring him back. Yet, I was met with failure after failure. Over the past 2 years, I asked Xavier why he left countless times, but he never answered. He won't tell me now either. Holding up the letter, he repeats his previous question.
I'm not asking if you need to head back. I'm asking if that's what you want.
Is there a difference?
The Lanxing sect sent you, so you appeared. I asked you to stay, and you did. Now a single piece of paper dictates your path. If this letter didn't exist, what would you do? Where would you go?
I have to go back eventually. Xavier takes a deep breath. Then he crumples up the letter and discards it.
I'll return with you.
Before I can celebrate, Xavier pushes me back into my seat.
But I need to participate in this year's Sword Discourse tournament and rank first again. Then we'll head back.
Of course!
It's settled then. Until the tournament is over, you're not allowed to talk about leaving or anything of the sort.
Deal. He picks up another egg with his chopsticks and places it in my bowl.
Eat.
I quickly lower my head, but as I chew on the noodles, new questions form in my mind. Winning the Sword Discourse tournament shouldn't be difficult for Xavier, so why did he set this condition? Does he truly want to turn to the Langxing sect, and he needs a dignified way to do so? Or... oh yeah, he totally... or does he have other plans? Oh, I was supposed to be reading. Legend has it that many years ago, several renowned grandmasters who practiced martial arts sent out invitations to wandering fighters. They were invited to Mount Wenkang for an exchange of martial art techniques. I'm sure they're going to pronounce it later. That was the predecessor of the Sword Discourse Tournament, which had become the most prestigious event. The Sword Discourse Tournament is held once every 3 years at Mount Wenkang. The organizers are highly respected authorities in the Jianghu. The tournament's purpose is to explore philosophical truths through battle and forge friendships through swordmanships. Anyone may participate in the competition. Their social status and skill level are of little importance. Before Xavier had politely declined to participate in the Sword Discourse Tournament, but he changed his mind, so the tournament organizers immediately sent him an invitation. There are fewer than 2 months before the event, and since Xavier planned to travel south to accept an old friend's invitation, we had to change course. And getting lipstick on. I examined the invitation while mentally planning our journey. It'll take at least a month to reach Mount Wenkang. From here, the rain has washed away so many roads. We should hurry.
Are you the renowned young Master Xavier? I've admired your reputation for a long time. Could we have a friendly duel?
I'd be delighted. Let's begin.
I know what you're doing, dude. Don't give me that look. Did you see that? I continue riding ahead of my horse and feel the depressing lightness of our pouch. Once we reach the city, we need to earn some money. I wonder if they'll allow street performances.
Sir, your water wheel is different from the ones I've seen. Did you make it?
This is my special technique. Come here, I'll show you.
Come here, I'll show you. ... I keep reading he's gonna drag that on for so long. Every time I see this, I'm like, yep. The sun reaches its apex in the sky. As I scan the surroundings for a more comfortable path with shade, I hear sorrowful cries nearby.
Thank you for rescuing me, sir. If it weren't for your assistance, those ruthless bandits would have taken me away.
Jesus.
It's not worth mentioning. You should return home before it gets dark.
I shall remember and repay your kindness for all of eternity.
He's just being Lumiere right now.
That won't be necessary.
Then I shall marry you to show my gratitude.
Help me, please.
Excuse me. After several days of unexpected events, we finally arrive in Xinjiang City. At last, we can put an end to our days of sleeping under the stars and eating on the road. I read that as eating the road. The streets are packed with people and flowers. Falling blossoms drift throughout the city, and the air is filled with floral fragrance, mingling with the aromas of various dishes.
Are you worried that I might get lost?
I mean, it's canon. Xavier gently shakes the sleeve I'm clutching. There are dazzling flowers as far as the eye can see. If I don't hold on to you, who knows what might steal your attention again.
Ah, yes. You are immune to distractions with your heart of stone. I admire that.
I'm really not, though, so...
But isn't life's beauty only found in traveling? Being slightly spontaneous is the only way to appreciate wonderful sights, don't you think?
How about we not be sarcastic, you little shit?
Let me tell you a secret. The old farmer we met a few days ago was a martial arts grandmaster in disguise. He taught me an exclusive, legendary technique.
Huh? Xavier solemnly raises 2 fingers, traces a pattern in the air, and then thrusts them toward my ear. You little... Before I can react, I see a vibrant petal between his fingers.
This is called Cloud's Flower Pluck. Its brilliance lies in blurring the line between illusion and reality. It hides sharpness within gentleness. It's a long-lost secret art. Who could have expected fate to bless me with a chance to learn it? Do you...
Oh boy. What did you say? Do you want to study it? Okay. Are you trying to trick me? He feels very sarcastic right now.
I offer to impart this supreme skill to you out of the kindness of my heart. And that's your impression of me?
Yeah.
Forget it. I was too presumptuous.
Forgive me. I shouldn't have doubted your honorable intentions.
And? Are those empty words?
Tell me what you want. I'm ready to experience any danger from scalding waters to raging fires.
For what purpose? If you get hurt, I'll be the one who suffers. Buy me the biggest xiaobing with meat filling. Then I'll forgive you. And make sure there's only meat.
I am jumping ahead of myself. Okay, no. Okay. But I don't have money. Help me, I'm poor. I'd like 2 xiaobings, please. One should be the largest you have with as much meat as possible. The other...
Young Master Xavier. Oh my, where have you been these past 2 years? Why haven't you visited Zuiyue Pavilion?
Why is she saying it all sultry?
Ms. Liu? It's been a long time.
Is Zuiyue Pavilion? I turn to see a magnificent ornate building. Its owner stands at the entrance and smiles at Xavier. It's Xavier. She's so enthusiastic that her whole body is trembling. Looking into the building, I can make out numerous songstresses, dancers.
Ever since you left, Lady Rong has been miserable. She's barely eaten anything and lost so much weight. It breaks my heart.
That's a brothel, isn't it?
I was careless. I should have properly said goodbye to her before leaving.
Mm-hmm. Xavier seems to know Miss Liu. They talk for quite some time before he turns to me. Stunned, I stand in front of the Xiaobing stall.
I'm going inside to see Lady Rong. Would you like to come with me?
What?
I forgot to mention that she's the most sought-after lady in Yue Pavilion. I met her 2 years ago when I was passing through Jinyang.
It is a brothel! What? Excuse me? My mind is in disarray, but I manage to respond with feigned composure. It would be inappropriate of me to intrude while you converse. I'll wait for you outside.
How is it inappropriate?
But Xavier doesn't press further. He pats my head, tells me he'll be back soon, and then follows the maid who leads him inside. What the fuck? I'll get it, don't worry. I gotta work on my, modding stuff. Auto mods. I'll work on it. Xavier, you... There you go. A flood of impolite words float on the tip of my tongue, but I choose to angrily bite into my xiaobing. Go, be smitten with your precious Lady Rong. I'm not saving these xiaobings for you. Not one bit. This is really funny. Why hasn't oh my god, Jesus! Why hasn't he returned yet? What happened to being back soon? This is awkward. I finished both xiaobings, but there's still no sign of Xavier. The fire of irritation in my chest inexplicably burns hotter. Mood? As his junior, it is my duty to remind him to not indulge in frivolous pleasures. We still need to find a place to stay. This is for his sake. Mustering my courage, I walk to the entrance of the the pavilion and call... Yeah, sure, his sake. And call out to Miss Liu. She is greeting guests. Miss Liu, where's Xavier?
Let me see if you've become even lovelier than you used to be. Are you shy? Back then, you always enjoyed my embrace. I held you close and...
That's enough! I steel myself and open the door. I'm ready to deliver my excuse when the words die in my throat.
Come, Lady Wrong. Say hello.
Xavier picks up an exceptionally plump white rabbit and waves one of her front paws at me. This is Lady Wrong?
Yes, her name was meant to be Fluffy.
Infold, you mother fudge nuggets. Got me good. You had me in the first half, not gonna lie.
Look at her fur, ears, and eyes. Isn't she beautiful? Wouldn't you say she's worthy of being the most sought-after lady?
Yes, she's beautiful. What was all that jealousy for then? Weary, I sink into the mat and cradle my head in my hands. I notice fuck you, dude. I notice Xavier's smug expression and my irritation rises once more. You did that on purpose.
Hmm? I don't understand what you're trying to imply.
He sits down beside me and brushes Lady Wrong's back. She doesn't look like she stopped eating.
How so? Look at her. Lady Wrong is skinny. She only has a double chin now. Hold her for a bit, and don't be upset anymore, all right?
Don't tell me what to do. A soft ball of white fur lands in my hands. I feel awkward and don't know what to do. I don't know how to hold a rabbit. My nervous is I don't pay attention to my grip. Lady Wrong suddenly jumps and dives into Xavier's arms. She shudders in fear.
Don't be afraid. She's a nice girl. Sweeter than honey, even. She won't hurt you.
I still have, like, anxiety, anger in the pit of my chest right now, and I'm just like... Fuck, man.
Try again.
Sir. Xavier tries to give Lady Wrong to me again, but I back away. I shouldn't. I only learned how to hold a sword as I grew up. I know. And I'm not... Mur, is not falling for it. MC Mur? I feel her... It's like secondhand cringe right now. Small creatures and cute objects that ordinary people enjoy. I doubt they're suitable for someone like me.
Says who? I'll teach you.
Feels very condescending right now. He adjusts his position to face me. Sitting, he places Lady Wrong on his knee and uses his other hand to grab mine. He guides me to move closer to her.
Slowly approach Lady Wrong from the front so she can see your movements. Then she'll lower her guard around you. Gently stroke her head. Move your hand in the direction of her fur. Look, she narrowed her eyes. She's starting to like you.
Under Xavier's guidance, Lady Rong settles into my lap. Sleep.
See? Similar to how you can hold a sword well, you can care for a rabbit. You're capable of doing more than what you give yourself credit for.
Shh. You're up. I deliberately change the subject and gently stroke Lady Rong's head. A small ripple of emotion stirs within me. Secondhand embarrassment, that's what it is. Time passes. Lady Rong continues to sleep soundly, and I'm starting to feel drowsy. Then I hear voices from the doorway.
I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Thank you.
You're too kind, young master. I shall have someone attend to it immediately.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Locked in 4K! It's nothing, I'm simply looking. Trying my best to speak in a tone that doesn't sound like I'm jealous, I carefully choose my words. Who were you talking to? Did something happen?
Are you curious?
Not anymore. I turn away with a dignified defiance, and only to feel his hand gently ruffling my hair. That's a funny. I like that. So you asked that songstress to buy these? I know he knows. Shocked, I stare at the chests filled with clothing and jewelry boxes. They sit in piles around me.
Jinyang isn't big, and there are only a handful of boutiques and jewelry stores. I asked her to buy items from all of them.
How are you gonna pay for this, dude?
Don't worry, I already paid for everything.
I'm being perceived, and I don't know how I feel about it. Where did you get the money? Never mind. That's not important. Why did you buy them? Looking around, I see nothing but women's clothing and jewelry. Some pieces are so exquisite that I don't know what they're called.
They're for you.
Huh? Xavier picks up a traditional upper garment and holds it against my body to see how it would look.
You said things ordinary people like don't suit you. However, I think they're perfect. Come here. I'll prove it to you.
Wait, calm down! Help! Somebody please! In the end, I'm no match for Xavier. I'm pinned down and forced to change into flowing, elegant robes adorned with tinkling jade accessories. I can talk. The robe and silk shawl are too long. They're impractical for swordplay, and these jade accessories could break from the slightest touch. I feel somewhat awkward in this outfit, and I catch a glimpse of myself in the room's mirror. I can't help but smile. Once I return to the Langjing sect, I'll only wear the standard sect robes. These fancy clothes won't be of any use then. I shake my head and reach up to remove the hairpins and accessories, but I hesitate. Once we return, I won't see this carefree, spontaneous side of Xavier anymore. I have to obey the sect's orders, but the best choice for Xavier? In the past, when Xavier was at the Langjing sect, he was a lofty figure to the many disciples. He was distant and out of reach like the clouds themselves. Extraordinarily gifted with unmatched swordsmanship, he was the most valuable disciple to the sect leader and elders. He was also the most respected among our fellow disciples. Although he was kind and never acted arrogantly, there existed a faint aloofness around him. It discouraged people from getting too close. However, his attitude toward me wasn't any different from how it is currently. He'd occasionally tease me. 3 years ago. I'm starving. The moon was perched high in the night sky as I knelt in the forest and held up a large clay jar. I could hardly feel my limbs and shoulders, but I didn't dare move. Failing the sect's regular trials meant being sent to the mountain for punishment and reflection. Those were the rules. I can't give up. If I fail tomorrow's trial, I'll return here for another punishment.
I was only away from the mountain for a few days. How did you end up like this?
The wind rustled the leaves as a figure gracefully landed in front of me. Xavier? My hand suddenly felt lighter as Xavier tossed the heavy jar into the nearby lake. Then... Ow! It hurts!
Bear with it. If I don't help you stretch, you won't be able to walk for the next 2 weeks.
Worried about the consequences, I hissed from the pain. Xavier, if you do this, you'll also be punished.
Then let it happen. They still need me for the next sword discourse tournament, so they won't be too harsh.
After helping me stretch my stiff limbs, Xavier took out a paper package from inside his robe. It contained 2 hard steamed buns.
I heard you're being punished and can't eat, so I brought your share.
Thank you.
I haven't eaten yet either. You won't mind sharing a bite or two, yes?
2 bites. 1 bite per bun. When I realized what had happened, the package was empty.
They taste awful. Are you angry?
No. As if using a spell, he pulled out another paper package. He untied the string to reveal a soy braised pork hock. It was still warm.
Here. This is what I actually brought for you. Eat. When you're done, I'll teach you some techniques that will help you pass tomorrow's trial. That's enough.
Xavier sheathed his sword and ruffled my hair.
Head back and get some sleep. As long as I'm here, the sect leader won't trouble you anymore.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm waiting for him to say you, but he hasn't said you. Just as I was about to leave, he suddenly called out to me. An unusual, hesitant expression appeared on his face. It was as if he were struggling to find the right words.
What would you think if I asked you to... Would you leave this place?
I was momentarily stunned, unable to process his question at first. If I were to leave this place, where would I even go?
Never mind. I was simply curious. Go.
Only later did I realize that Xavier had already decided to leave the Langxing sect at the time. Yet when the day arrived, I felt more than shock. There was a deeper, indescribable sorrow in my heart. He had walked away without a second thought. He abandoned the entire sect. He abandoned everyone's expectations, and he abandoned me. To this day, I still can't come to terms with what happened, so I decided. Xavier, wake up! Before dawn, I barged into Xavier's room.
What's wrong? Did something happen?
Before dawn, I barge into Xavier's room and pull off his blanket. He's jolted awake. Didn't you say you wanted to win first place at the tournament? It's almost time. You need to increase your training. I use all my strength to pull him out and give him a friendly... Friendly smile. You don't need to thank me. It's my duty to make sure you train properly. The closer we are to Mount Winkang, the more martial artists we encounter. Thus, more people who want to make connections with Xavier appear. Of course, among them are female disciples from various sects. For representing the Langxing sect, you should be more careful.
What do you mean?
Sir, I'm saying you should control yourself. Stop throwing your charm around and confusing those innocent girls just starting out in the world. Yeah!
Is that what it's called? So it's like this?
That's even worse! Little flirty bunny you. When we arrive at the foot of Mount Winkang, all the nearby inns are full. They even converted the woodsheds into 3-bedroom living quarters with a drawing room. Fortunately, one of Xavier's old acquaintances rescues us. He invites us to stay at his family's residence. After washing up, I'm about to rest for the night so I can wake up early. Then I hear a noise at my window. Who's there? My body reacts faster than my mind. Before I've acknowledged what I'm doing, I've already kicked a teapot to the window. Xavier catches the teapot with lightning-fast reflexes. Then he uses the momentum to backflip over the windowsill and step into the room. Show off.
Are you trying to murder me in the middle of the night and then betray our Shifu and the sect elders?
Who told you to climb through the window? Doors exist.
Haven't you watched a play before? For a romantic rendezvous, the gentleman always enters through the window.
I think for a bit. I believe what you're describing suits the behavior of a philanderer.
I wanted to ask if you'd like to look at the moon with me in the courtyard.
Got him! Itchy nose. Okay. I'm at a loss. Then I look at the sky. It's overcast, and only dark clouds are present. Where's the moon? This card's fucking funny. I like this. But being a considerate junior, I still follow Xavier to the courtyard to accompany him in searching for that wayward moon. He uses a wine flask to fill 2 cups, but he doesn't immediately take a sip. Instead, he grabs a cup and gently traces its rim.
Do you remember when we visited the northwestern region? We trekked through the wilderness for a long time before finding a lake that resembled the moon. The nomads told us that the lake was formed from a moon fragment that fell from the heavens. It was during a cycle of waxing and waning.
Not the lake and the moon. My heart, my soul. Oh, yes, I remember tasting the lake water, and I almost lost consciousness because it was too salty. Girl!
When we traveled to the southern region, the moon transformed into a goddess's lost mirror. Or it was a piece of white jade, formed from a mountain's snowmelt.
It also became a Xiaobing to the heavenly grandmother. It also became a Xiaobing to the heavenly grandmother accidentally burnt. First try.
You remember? I made that up.
Trying to pop my shoulder. There we go. I know. Got him. The 5 colored stones that patched the sky dyed the rain in beautiful hues. The mortal realm's vibrant mountains were watered. 100 years ago, a talented swordmaster buried his blade beneath a snow-capped mountain in the north. The sword's spirit became a mountain god. I know you were speaking nonsense.
Why do you remember all of that so well?
I lower my head and take a small sip of my drink. You visited more places, met more people, and your head is filled with more stories. I never heard of those tales when I was training at the Langxing sect. I liked listening to them. I can tell when the stories are made up, like the one with the burnt Xiaobing.
If you desire it, I can take you to the places mentioned in those tales. Snow-capped mountains, vast deserts, blue oceans, rolling grasslands. There are countless sights in this world that we haven't seen yet. I'll take you to all of them.
In the darkness, his eyes shine brightly like the lake that resembled the moon.
These past 2 years, you've seen endlessly rolling mountains, boundless starry seas, walked through bustling crowds, and traversed precarious paths and valleys. Do you want to return to the Lanxing sect? Do you wish to be confined to that tiny space where the land is but an inch and the sky is a mere foot?
Unexpectedly, I'm unable to say yes. I'm about to use the sect's kindness and the sect leader's orders as excuses, but Xavier covers my mouth.
I know what you're going to say, but those words would contradict your true feelings. I don't want to hear them.
He bends down and ties a translucent jade pendant around my waist. Judging by its quality, it appears to be made from the jade he won from Goldblade.
Tell me when you're ready to express your true feelings.
Afterward, he tilts his head back and drains his cup of wine. Then he springs to his feet and pulls out a sword. Old steel flashes. Sword follows his movements. Sometimes it's as fierce as thunder and wind. Other times it's as gentle as ripples passing through pine trees.
A sword splits frost of azure hue. The moon sails high over boundless blue. From wine's haze, cold mountains rise. My heart, toward the distant waters, flies.
I stare at his figure as he performs a sword dance. Despite the tranquil night, I can hear my racing heart. In my trance-light state, the moon appears. That's really pretty. The Sword Discourse Tournament is divided into the Arena of Talents and the Cloud Duel Summit. Those who win multiple matches in the Arena of Talents will qualify to compete in the Cloud Duel Summit. Xavier breezes through every challenge. With an undefeated score, he earns his spot in the Cloud Duel Summit.
Young hero Xavier, would you like to join us for drinks after the competition?
Young hero Xavier, I've developed a few new techniques. Could you give me some advice?
Would you consider joining our Tiangang sect, young hero Xavier? We offer 4 dishes and 1 soup with every meal. Those who join us now can receive 5 taels of silver.
But Xavier gives me the money he won, puts his arm around my shoulders, and heads down the mountain.
Come, let's get some roasted pigeon.
Seeing his energetic face, I feel even more conflicted. Perhaps he shouldn't stay at the Lens sect with its strict rules and oppressive atmosphere. During the Cloud Duel Summit, Xavier continues to outshine everyone. He wins match after match while I grow increasingly conflicted and uncertain. But shortly after a sparring match, Xavier is unexpectedly wounded.
Your right hand is severely injured. You need to rest for the next few months. Don't participate in any more competitions.
The physician sighs and leaves. Wiping away the sweat that covers Xavier's face and head, I sit by the bed.
Your eyes are red. Are you crying?
I'm not. It's the wind. I rub my face and carefully avoid his heavily bandaged right arm. Thankfully, it can be treated, or else your skills. You can't be careless in the future.
Understood. I'll heed my junior's wise words. Unfortunately, I can't participate in the tournament anymore. I won't be able to return to the Lanxing sect with you without achieving first place.
Who cares whether or not we head back? What matters is that you recover from your... Wait. I feel a chill and shudder. If people learn about your current condition, the sect leader will send people to capture you. In the past, Xavier could freely wander without worry because no one in the Lanxing sect could defeat him. If they discover that he's unable to wield his sword because of an injury, they'll use this opportunity to bring him back. You won't have a choice.
Isn't that what you want? Why are you worried? Or could it be you don't want me to go back?
I want you to return, but I would rather see you return to the Lanxing sect willingly. Even to my own words, these words... Hold on. Even to my own ears, these words sound unconvincing. Yet Xavier nods.
All right. So I still need to rank first. For now, you need to help me keep my injury a secret.
That's impossible. The physician said you need to rest.
It's possible. It depends on whether you're willing to help me.
Wait, I can't. No.
If I say it's possible, then it's possible. Now go.
Xavier pushes me into the arena against my will. Confused, I clutch my sword and look around. Sweat immediately soaks through my clothes. I'm not sure how Xavier managed to do it, but the elders who organized the tournament agreed to let me be his substitute in the competition.
I told them I wanted to give you a chance to gain real experience. If you win, the credit is yours. If you lose, then I'm at fault. See? Your opponent relaxed when they saw you take my place. Isn't this the perfect chance to show what you're truly capable of?
But I never fought in an arena before. What if I lose?
You're no longer a little girl who cries when she's punished.
He gently applies pressure and smooths my furrowed brow.
From your time at the Lanxing sect to these past 2 years, think about everything you've learned. Don't you want to see what you're capable of now?
Xavier adjusts the hairpin in my hair and gently pats my back.
It's all right if you lose. I'll still treat you to roasted pigeon. Go.
Xavier's Junior won! I can't believe it. Wait, wow. Her Flying Swan snow drink isn't inferior to Xavier's. You can't judge a book by its cover.
My ears are ringing as I stare at the sword in my hand. I can't believe what had happened. Suddenly I'm lifted off the ground.
I knew you could win. You are the best.
He lifts me up with one arm and spins me around several times. I'm so dizzy I cry out in protest. Xavier, wait! Take care of your hand! Uh-oh.
I can still hold you with one hand.
Okay. Not a worry. In the following days, I unexpectedly sweep through the competition like an unstoppable force. I win 3 matches in a row and gain some fame. Many people start to talk to me and invite me to spar. I'm not used to this enthusiasm. Yet in the depth of my heart, I can't help but feel happy.
Are you giving me medicine Or are you trying to pour it all over me?
I don't know. Returning to the present, I realize the spoonful of medicine in my hand is about to spill onto Xavier. I quickly steady the spoon and shove it into his mouth.
Are you happy because you won?
Not necessarily.
Then what else could it be?
I'm not sure, but I think I might not be as bad as I thought I was. I realize that those beautiful clothes can look good on me, and I can compete with many skilled practitioners.
You can take your time to think about your answer. You might discover different answers. It could be tomorrow, the day after, next month, or next year. Regardless of what you find, I'll always be here to listen.
However, my martial arts skills are inferior compared to Xavier's and Peerless Grand Masters. In the end, I lose a decent amount of matches. My final rank is neither bad nor great. Meanwhile, Xavier withdraws from the remaining matches, which inevitably reveals the fact that he's injured. After the tournament has ended, a lively banquet is held on Mount Wenkang. Xavier declines everyone's invitations and brings me to the small town at the foot of the mountain. Hi! Yes, hi Chris. This is a visual novel type thing. It's a gacha game, Otome, Love&Deepspace. It's like a dating simulation. It's really cute. A lot of story, a lot of lore. There is battle. As some people call it, it's a gooner game, but you know, that's what it is. Welcome in. Long time no chat, dude. But anywho, you can stay if you want. You might like it. I'm not kicking you out. That's really weird to say. Thank you for joining. He wants to have a private celebration.
Sugar snap peas, honey date cakes,
Nice.
ice balls with red beans. Would you like some almond pudding?
What was the game that you made or played? I am intrigued. That's enough. I'm grateful you're willing to buy me a banquet's worth of food. Xavier finally stops reaching for his pouch, and we go for a stroll along the riverbank.
You don't seem to be happy. Is it because you lost? Do you feel unsatisfied?
Lagao Academy? Never heard of it, but it sounds interesting. I'm gonna pull it up on Google so I can take a look at it later. La 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 la. Boo boo. Thanks, Chris. We were in 5th grade together, and now I feel old as fuck. Damn it. Ooh. Okay, that looks interesting. Okay. No. Well, maybe a little.
You aspire to become the greatest martial artist in the land. I never would have guessed.
That's not what I meant. These few days at the tournament are like a turbulent yet brilliant dream. I witnessed the grace of many martial artists, experienced their techniques firsthand, and heard their stories amid clashing blades. But all gatherings must come to an end. I'll return to being another unremarkable disciple at the Langxing sect. ... You should worry about yourself. Quite a few people know that you've injured your right hand and can't fight at the moment. The sect leader might send people to drag you back to the Langxing sect. He puts on a soft... He puts a soft, sticky rice ball into my mouth while brushing away petals that have fallen on my head.
If I were forced to return, what would you do?
I don't know.
I understand how you feel. Give me your hand.
A weight settles in my palm. It's a strangely shaped token.
A few elders from the tournament asked me to give this to you. Only the Cloud Duel Summit's top 5 martial artists can receive this. It's an old tradition.
Then why?
You deserve it. With this, no one will dare to do anything to you, even if you disobey the Lanxing sect's orders. In the future, you can choose to travel or stay. You don't need to always abide by the sect anymore.
Is this why you insisted I compete in your place?
Yes. You performed well. It was better than what I expected.
Thanks. My eyes slightly sting as I blink and hold back my tears. Then I solemnly put away the token. What about you? What do you plan to do next?
Me? I'm thinking about buying a bottle of Shuepei liquor. Then I might order a plate of roasted lamb.
I feel annoyed and amused. Mood. Well, alright. We'll take it one step at a time. Just happened. Several figures suddenly land before us, holding various weapons and a large sack. They surround us in the blink of an eye. What the fuck?
Xavier, we are here to fulfill the sect leader's orders. We must escort you back to the mountain.
Well, that was fast.
Is that so? But this show of force isn't polite.
Please forgive us, Xavier. We're only following orders. Once you return, we'll properly apologize.
Liar.
Go!
Defend him, hell yeah! Before I can react, the sword in my hand is already positioned to shield Xavier. I'll deal with them. Take care of your hand and... Oh. Okay. That was silly. Oh, well. I thought it was the kindled.
What did you just say?
I stare in disbelief at my fellow disciples who have been tied up like Zongxi and stuffed into the sack. Then I look at Xavier, who's calmly dusting himself off. Your hand isn't injured?
I can explain.
He's done nothing but tease us this entire card. I take a deep breath. Then I turn and walk away.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Yes, I intentionally deceived you, but
I knew it! It's getting late. I'm going to bed. Good night.
Please don't be angry. I was wrong. Wait.
Here we are. Fuck's sake. It's clear to me now. Xavier pretended to be injured so I could gain some freedom and participate in the Sword Discourse tournament. But he lied to me for so long. If I forgive him now, he wouldn't truly understand the consequences. So after ignoring him for a day, I decided it was time to forgive him. I asked the tournament participants about Xavier's whereabouts. After learning that he went to the peak of Mount Wenkong, I think for a bit before grabbing my sword and going up the mountain. Where is he hiding? So pretty. Yeah. Toss that apple. Get him.
That's rude.
Nuh-uh.
Are you still upset?
Not anymore. I want to ask for your guidance. It's for a certain sword technique.
You want to rank first in the tournament?
I don't need that. I want to grant you favor in the future. I want you to grant a favor in the future.
Since you're eager, I'll teach you. You must adapt to the situation when using techniques.
Cute picture. Oh.
Changing your sword's direction makes you unpredictable.
Sneak attack!
I can't let my guard down with you.
I've only implied what I've learned. Counter. Bah.
You're still angry with me?
What do you think? Attack! Lying!
Your attention can't be split unevenly.
I win this time!
How ruthless.
Don't walk away from me. Get back here! Get back here and love me!
So, what should I promise you?
I want you to promise that no matter where you'll go, you'll always take me with you.
I heard your true feelings. But... Guanyuan, Qingmen, Qihai, all fatal acupoints. If I struck one of them...
Can't the one who lost make a request? What? Yeah. Pull. Oh shit. I never said the loser has to obey the winner.
Besides, our feelings are the same. We'll see those distant mountains, rivers,
No.
and deserts together.
I don't need smooches, or I don't need smooches and sexiness. I like the little nuzzles and cuteness. Duh. Much time has passed since then. After Xavier and I visited snow-capped mountains, vast deserts, blue seas, and rolling grasslands, I suddenly remember a question that had once deeply troubled me. Xavier, why didn't you take me with you when you left the Langxing sect?
I didn't know if you wanted to leave, and it'd be unfair to take you away without asking. Then I asked people to give the sect leader information about how I listened to you more than anyone else. Once you were sent to me, my plan could finally...
You big trickster! The long con, holy shit! Oh, Jesus. That was really cute. Definitely a long con. That got me good. The silly bunny slash fake brothel scene really fucking made me laugh.